Hey, what's happening? What's happening? I wanted to catch one of my darker days today, just from my own personal journal, and for others, obviously, to watch too if anyone comes across it. But really, for me to kind of journal and catch moments in my life as I go by. Granted, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here on this earth, but it becomes something cool to look back. But yeah, man, today is one of those days, just not in the right headspace. Uh, you know, and that's all right. I notice on days where I'm not in the right headspace, I tend to be a little bit more aggressive with my decisions, and I like make moves faster than I should. You know, all my teachings go out the window real quick, real fucking quick, and that's all right. But I would like to trim that down. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't know how much control I have over my future and my destiny. Because if I don't know what day I'm going to be out of here at, how do I know if I'm actually having influence on the changes that I want to see and desires to be fulfilled, that I have in my mind and in my heart? Am I just feeling as I'm partaking in it and influencing it and moving it? Because for sure, when the bad happens, I feel like I am a direct conduit to allow that to come into the physical, and then let it bounce back and have it make me feel, in the metaphysical. Those emotions get crazy. The heart hurts. The mind goes to dark places. I think things that I really normally wouldn't think. Paranoia creeps in. You know what I mean? Shortness with others. A visible mood shift, which is frustrating because I don't like, showing my heart on my sleeve so much, but it's something I've always had to deal with, I suppose. So, I don't know, man. I just want to know if what I'm doing is correct. If I'm just in another, if I'm just in another echo chamber. You know what I mean? Or the things I've been trying to really understand. You know what I mean? And I know I haven't put in crazy amounts of work, but that's part of my thing, dude. I get interested, and then I get squirrely, and I move, and I pick and piece, but I'm putting together a beautiful collage, and I'm hoping, or I would like to see it before, I would like to see its final, what it turns into. Sure, if I got to look at it right now, I'd still be pretty happy about it. But on dark days like this, you're just like, bro, I don't know if I can go many more days. And if I do, and they're filled with more suffering, then it's going to be really interesting to see how worthy I am to be able to remain calm, cool, and collected in that suffering. But not for nothing, if I am going to have to deal with suffering, I know I need to see. This is where they'll come back to that change part. You know what I mean? Am I actually making a change? I was listening to this Alan Watts thing Alan Watts talking about, like, why is everyone trying to be better? Why is you know what I mean? Like, the pathway to hell is good intentions. Is there something to be said about just accepting it? Taking the good with the bad, but it's just like, if I am influencing it, I know when I do certain things for a consistent period of time, like, let's say, stay off substances, or be more responsible with how I financially manage my money and do my breathing and get to training and keep myself exhausted, you know, I feel good after some period of time. And it's only until I feel that this storm on the horizon starts kicking up, and then it arrives, and I want to either get into something and then follow it up with a few days or a few weeks of more chaos, or even back out. Now that even, you know, I wasn't even aware of that in a way before, at least not so how much I am now, you know. But I don't know, man. I'm just trying to fuck with it, bro. I'm just trying to do my best this summer. I'm trying to not only enjoy my summer, bro, not only try to really be here for it, take it all in, maybe go see a couple sets, maybe play a few sets, get to training, chill with the homies, not be so stressed out about this bread situation, keep taking care of my health, keep doing my best to help, you know, be chilling with others, and you know, be present and be around without trying to make others change, you know, kind of one of those things where you just do your best not to make a sound, but they know you're there, you know? And fucking, bro, just get ready, because I hate to be thinking about the future, but if I have to go through a winter out here again, where I'm having wavy spills that are causing my stress to be popping off, and then having to just like calm myself down and just be like, fuck it, what are you gonna do? And just go and do back-breaking labor jobs in 5-degree weather and do your best to afford to keep the house warm and maintain everything. I'm gonna be like, bruh, I'm gonna be like, okay, here we go again. What are you gonna do? What the fuck are you gonna do? It seems like, you know, in those situations, hey, it looks like it's a mess caused by me again, especially if I'm not gonna blame anyone else, not even blame myself, just accept it for what it is, or I'm gonna do something on the other end and just be mad at the entire world, everybody outside of me, and be mad at myself, most importantly, because listen, ain't nobody know how to talk nasty to me like me. And I ain't talking that good nasty, that freaky nasty. I'm talking that I'm mean, you know what I mean? I'm not kind in those moments, but that's also part of my iron grip that I got going on. And I'm also not really trying to like make that go away in a way. I'm just looking to be aware of it and let that thing calm down, understand what it is. So I'm sure after some rest and I do my little nighttime routine, because I'll be all right. I'll wake up tomorrow morning refreshed, new day, start the counter over, day one, you know, go back to looking to experience those habits that I've been liking, that have been seeming to line up with a destiny that it is calling me. Open up her evil eyes. Just kidding, but for real. But all right, man. Much love. Wishing the best. Nothing but. Can't have the sweet without the bitter, and you can't have the bitter without the sweet. I just watched from those guys, so that's what that's about. But yeah. Be well. Manuel. Ciao.